What's up, guys? This is Yorin7, and today I'm not really going to be playing Dokkan Battle. I'm mostly going to be talking about my last Dokkan Battle video, and that would be the top 3 teams currently on JP Dokkan Battle. Now, before I go any further, I just want to, remind you guys that that was all opinion-based. Like, I put "in my opinion" in parentheses in the title, even in the description, for a reason. Like, a lot of people misconceive top whatever videos, top 10s, top 5s, whatever, top 3. I should have made it a top 5 and like included in mono intelligence and whatever. Um, but like that's all my opinion. Like I mean people like websites that post top videos or whatever, like that's not like official top whatever. That's just it's the website's opinion or the YouTube channel's opinion, whatever, what have you. Um, like just because I say something's a top 3 doesn't mean it like worldwide. Or, like doesn't like I'm putting my foot down and that's what it is. That's just, what I believe. So I'm not trying to shove my opinion down anyone's throat. I'm just trying to say, I was trying to make an entertaining video. Like I'm just saying, this is what I think is the top 3. And now I apologize for not even mentioning Mono AGL. I'm sorry. I mean that was a mistake. I will admit I was wrong for not even mentioning or acknowledging Mono AGL because that is one of the best teams. I should have put that. I should have made I should have made it in a top 5 and put that in there somewhere. But now I still go by my opinion, and that I think Mono Intelligence is better than Mono AGL, and I'm going to explain why in the next few minutes. Before I get to that, I also want to apologize for something else because I forgot that. I didn't forget. I just didn't. I don't even think I even acknowledged this either. With the villain team, the Mono Extreme villain team, like with Rose, whatever you want to call him, you can actually put Merge Samasu as your leader, or a Rose leader, and then take a Merge Samasu friend, vice versa. But me personally, I haven't really had much luck doing that. I think it's mainly because of my units set up. Like I could probably put like a different team, like maybe put tech full part, or tech golden freezer or something, or some take out Broly, or put better links in the team. But with my current setup, what I got right now, sorry it's not on the screen. I just don't feel like opening. I don't want that fucking song, the menu screen song, to keep playing while I'm talking, like, because that's all I'm going to be doing is switching between teams. But just look at my last video and see my team setup. But, personally, the -2 key, regardless of 2 roses having that +3 passive for everybody, I still feel like the -2 key hinders that team for me, my team at least. I don't know about your team setup. I mean, it's not that bad. It's like there'll be a time where like Broly might not get his super, or Buhan won't get his super, and it's really annoying. But when I put 2 roses as leader, and have that extra +2 key in the leader ability, I never maybe about 5 turns out of 10 maybe I'll not have a super, but usually when I have 2 rose leaders, I never run out of key ever. I know -2 key is so fucking minimal, but for my team, like I tried, guys. I'm still trying. Like I'm still experimenting with it. I've been putting Emergency Masu as my leader and taking a Rose friend, but the -2 key in the leader ability for me is just it hasn't been working out. But I'm not trying to discourage anyone from doing it. Like there's better team setups that you could probably use than what I'm doing. I just prefer the team I use. But anyway, now to get off that subject, let's talk about the real meat and potatoes of this video. The war that I began with my last video in the comments. I actually got some hate for it too, which kind of sucked. But Mono AGL versus Mono Intelligence. That's like saying Pepsi versus Coke. The Cubs versus the Sox. Tidy Whities versus Boxers. Both of those things, they are so close and they're so good. I mean, it's really hard. It's a landslide between those 2 teams. They're really fucking good. The same with how Coke and Pepsi. I drink both Coke and Pepsi, but I prefer Coke. I prefer the Cubs over the Sox. I prefer boxers over fucking tidy whities. But the point I'm trying to make is like, you, I mean, there are facts to back up what people are saying why the mono AGL is better, but those facts are all opinion based. I don't care. Like, okay, it'd be different if we're talking about like who's better, Super Saiyan Rose Black or AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Obviously, Rose is better. But this is different. Like, this is all, like, based off of statistics and whatever. But at the end of the day, this kind of thing only comes down to your opinion. Like, my opinion. I think Mono Intelligence is better. And I'm going to tell you why in the next couple minutes. So, first let's start with Mono AGL, alright? Now, I didn't show my team in the last video. Here, I'll fucking open it up and show you. Since I didn't show my Mono AGL team, let's open up Dokkan. I'll show you off my camera. Hold on. So this is really unorthodox. Alright, hopefully this focuses. This is currently my Mono AGL team. And I could put some better units in there maybe. I take out that Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But it is a Mono AGL team, so I probably could change it up. You could nitpick me in the comments all you want. But now that you've seen my team, let's talk about it. Now, there's a lot of shocking speed going around. You got Raleigh uses it. I even think Brawpen. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Brawpen. No, she has Fuse Fighter. Sorry, that's why she links with Vegito. But yeah, you got Fuse Fighter link going on with Brawpen and Vegito, and who else? There might be someone else. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at it right now. We got prepared for battle and all that, and over in a flash. The links are perfect, and plus Broadpen gives +3 key to everybody, and whatever. The links are great there. Okay, I'll say Mono AGL has better links all around than Mono Intelligence. Now, of course, the staple of the team is obviously Super Vegito, because he could block. I think it's 80%. Correct me if I'm wrong. Block 80% damage and counterattack with tremendous damage. That's amazing. But I'll get to the cons in a second. So you can block with Vegito, counterattack. You got all the key you need. You never run a key. You got like 150 plus K health depending on what units you bring. The cons are the pros are all over there, but there's a couple cons. Like the number one con is, sure, Super Vegito could block, but he can only block normal attacks. He can't block super attacks. Okay. Now, the best way I could put this is, when you're blocking with Vegito, you better hope that they don't super you, because blocking with Vegito sometimes feels like putting your dick in a blender and hoping that you don't accidentally hit the switch, or better yet, putting your dick in the sink and hoping that you don't accidentally hit that fucking garbage disposal switch or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, blocking with Vegito is great. I mean, if you get supered, you still have like 150k health. You're not gonna die that easily, but you never know. So that's one con. Another con is like, you can't put a full fucking super tight, you can put, but you can't put a full fierce battle AGL awesome units that all link together. That's one con, I guess. But I guess that's all I could think of off the top of my head. So, and plus, one thing I'll say that Mono AGL does better than in Mono Intelligence is you could beat events much quicker. Okay, because you got more units packing a punch than the Intelligence team. So those are facts that you're probably going to throw at me, and you'll probably figure out something else to talk. Keyboard warrior me in the comments. Fine, but now let's talk about Mono Intelligence. All the pros on that team. Obviously, Buhan's a staple on that team, respectively, for many reasons. More reasons than Super Vegito. For one, both the super attacks of the Scream Wave and the Ghost Kamehameha, they both lower enemy attack and defense. But the Scream Wave only does it just normal lowers. But if you get a Super Ghost Kamehameha, that greatly lowers attack and defense. But the thing is, that's something a lot of people overlook. Like, if you're doing, even if you super with the screen wave a few times, like, you're gonna get the boss down to the point where he's only doing like half damage to you. If you get like 2 or 3 Ghost Kamehamehas in one phase before the phase switches, the boss could start doing like 1k to you. And if he attacks Janemba or something, it'll be like 10 damage. Like, that's insane. If that's not good enough, if that's not enough to convince you, he not only does that, but he heals 3,000 HP per any orb you take, plus an extra 12% damage to his attack power. So he's like mini nuking, self healing, and lowering the enemy attack and defense all on his own. So he pretty much carries that team all the way. Then we got Trunks. Now if you want to get into the debate, who's better, Trunks or Buhan? Trunks hits harder than Buhan because he has an extra 3% attack power and produces his own orbs. But Buhan, of course, he lowers enemy attack and defense greatly sometimes. He heals the team, and yeah, like, I say Buhan's better. That's for another video if you want to debate that. But then of course, the thing that brings the team down but also brings the team up is you have to bring at least 2 or 3 orb changers. You don't have to bring 3. Maybe you just bring 1 if you want, since Trunk does his own orb changing. But personally, I bring 3 orb changers. I bring Android 18, 13, and Intelligent Super Saiyan Goku. And that always produces tons of orbs for Buhan and Trunks to munch on. Now, the cons in that team, like I just said, you only have 2 heavy hitters, and then you got Janemba blocking. That's the only con. Not the only. The other con is that the links are not there. Like Android 13, 18, and Goku are not really going to be supering that much. It's really just going to be Trunks and Buhan and maybe Janemba sometimes. So that's what makes the Mono AGL team better. Also, going on with that, like I said earlier, Mono AGL can beat events faster. I did a test the other day. I did the Buhan fight with both teams, and the Mono AGL team beat it about a minute quicker. I beat that fight with the Super Vegeta team right before he became Buccalo. And with the Mono Intelligence team, I beat him right when he became Buccalo. So like a turn later. I used to Ghost Usher so he didn't heal, but I didn't have to. I could have gone the rest of the fight without censoring once. Like, it was almost to the point where I could put a blindfold on and beat that fight and just randomly tap the screen. But with the Mono AGL team, this is where I decide which is better. Mono AGL team, I had a sensu I think I sensu twice, or maybe once, because he supered me like twice. That's what I don't like. I hate using items, guys. Using items is like cutting your dick off. Or, okay, I'll give you actually a serious analogy. I used to be a cross-country runner, if you haven't been paying attention to my shirts. Using items in this game, or in any game like this, I always feel it's like using a potion during a duel in an MMO. Like, you feel shitty and scummy for it. Like going on a run, like I'm going back to the cross-country thing. Going on a run and then stopping and catching your breath during your workout, like, that's pathetic. Like, you gotta keep going until your watch says otherwise. You gotta keep going. You can't just stop. If you're running 30 minutes, you can't stop unless you have to cross the street. So, I mean, I don't like using items. With the Buhan team, I rarely use items, depending on the fight. But with Super Vegeta team, there's always a chance that I'm going to get supered, and I'm not going to block it, and I could die. But with Buhan team, now I'm almost clear. Like I said, the Buhan team cleared it a minute slower. It's not that much worse. They're both about the same DPS wise. It's just the Super Vegeta team's a bit faster. That's it, really. Survivability is the teams are both very similar, like in how successful they are, and it's such a landslide. Like I said, it's Pepsi or Coke. It's Cubs or the Sox. It's all a matter of opinion, and this is my opinion. All right, these are my facts. I'm not. The whole point of this video is not to change your opinion or tell you or prove anyone wrong. All the people that said Mono AGL, all the people that said Mono AGL, whatever, INT, the fucking things, sure, go ahead, say that. That's your opinion, all right? But if you're going to shove your opinion down my throat, just at least put in my opinion, in your little statement, okay? That's all I ask. And I put that in my title of my video and the description for a reason. It's my opinion, alright? Now, I just wanted to clear the air on all that. Sorry this video went on way too long. But yeah, it's all a matter of opinion, guys. Next time I do a top 3, I'll do a top 5. And it shouldn't have been a top 3. I should have included Mono AGL in there. But yeah, I mean, at this point, like, I think most people favor Mono AGLs because that's the team most people can get right now. Like, they've been giving out Super Vegetas on both versions of the game like candy. Like with that Christmas banner and with the God banner and JP. Like, you should have a Super... If you've been playing for a few months, you should at least have a Super Vegeta by now. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what most people use right now. That's the majority what people use. Since it's so easy to get now. But my voice is dying now. I didn't mean to... Sorry if I triggered anyone in this video. I'm just trying to just clear the air. And, yeah. But anyway, guys, that's all I got today. I wish I could upload another video, but got work all day. And I just wanted to crap this video out really quick. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you have a great day. I'll be back with another video tomorrow. It'll be a pretty interesting one. It's going to be about the dupe system. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.